Hi, we're here with Courtney Austin, one of the co-founders of SOAR Ministries. Courtney, it's a blessing to see you today. We're so excited that you're here.
I am so excited about SOAR Ministries. I really am.
We've been hearing a whole lot about this SOAR Ministries. It's all over Facebook. There's a website. Somebody's even riding around with a picture of it on their car. Could you tell us a little bit about SOAR Ministries?
SOAR was a vision given from God to co-founder Charlene. She's actually a visionary. I'm not going to go into the dream. She has to tell it, but it was amazing. And the Lord also had her to come and talk to me about it, and we just connected on it. And first we started out, we went to Roger Williams, we went to the campground to go pray. But SOAR is basically extreme ministry. You know, people think that the book of Acts, that all those acts, they're not active today.
Mm-hmm.
But what kind of God would we serve if He changed? You know, they always say that God is the same today, yesterday, and forever. But if a book of Acts changed, He wouldn't be the same. So we want to show people that there's still healing, there's still prophetic words going out, there's still signs and wonders, and we want to equip people to be able to flow in those areas in their life.
That sounds awesome, Courtney. The name of the ministry, SOAR, what is that about? I mean, there's this really cool bird with the name inside of it, but it's an acronym for something, isn't that correct?
It's Spiritual Outreach Restoring Acts.
Right, and that's why you were mentioning that the book of Acts is still going on today.
Exactly.
So, how does outreach incorporated in what you're talking about in SOAR?
Outreach to me is that, you know, every time someone says outreach, they usually, the first thing you think about maybe the poor, or you think about the less fortunate, but some people are poor in spirit, some people are less fortunate in the spirit. So we want to go out, and we think that we should go out of the church, that the church is not just a building, the church is the people. And we want to reach people that sometimes may not even ever come to church.
Wow.
And they've seen the performances in church. They've seen the preacher run up and down, and there's no power.
Wow.
People's lives need to be changed.
Right.
And therefore, we want to go out, and we want to reach outside of the church.
Amen.
And bring those people in
That
to the
sounds
kingdom.
so awesome. Well, Courtney, my question to you is, why is SOAR such a different ministry from other outreach ministries or other prophetic ministries or anything of that nature? What makes SOAR unique?
I think you would have to ask every individual of SOAR. But to me, SOAR is different because we are us. We are just us. We don't put on airs. We don't tell you that you have to look a certain way, you have to be a certain way. We just love God. We don't limit God. We don't put Him in a box. And we don't care what you look like. If you want to tat it up, you know, you want to have big, we don't have any restrictions. The only thing that we ask is that you be holy.
Amen.
Before God. So, you know, I think that's what's different. And most times in Mobile, there aren't any prophetic conferences. There are no prophetic schools. There's no one to teach you, to equip you. So that's what SOAR is here for.
Wow, so not only are you a ministry of outreach, you actually equip the people to go forth in giftings.
Exactly.
That's really cool, because that does not exist in this area. I heard over the community announcement that you guys are having a conference. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
We are. The conference is called Position for Greatness. It's June 23rd to the 25th. It's going to be at 259 Mohawk Street. That's at the corner of Airport and Mohawk. But it's going to be completely different than anything else. It's not church as usual.
Wow.
We're going to just let the Spirit completely take over. Of course, we have an itinerary. We have, worship here, this, that, but we just want God to just come in and take over. That Thursday night Stephanie Curtin. She's gonna bring the word. And Friday, which is completely different, and this is straight from God, we're gonna have a night of art.
Wow,
We're gonna have a comedic minister. We're gonna have poems. We're gonna have even have a play.
wow.
Yeah, so that's what the Lord is doing.
And it's
Things
free
are different.
admission for this?
Of course, it's free.
Amen.
Of course, it's free.
I also heard that there was going to be childcare. That'll get me in there.
Yes, children are very precious. Believe us, they are precious. But we think that the parent will be able to pay more attention and get more out of it if they're not distracted by the children. So we do have that.
So it's the June 23rd through the, what is it?
25th.
The 25th.
It's at Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, beginning at 7 that Thursday. Friday is also at 7. Intercessory prayer does start at 6. And that Saturday it starts at 9. And right after that, it's the final fire tunnel impartation.
Now, I've heard of fire tunnel, and I've got my idea of fire tunnel. In fact, I was checking out your website, and one of my coworkers was a little nervous about this fire tunnel. Could you explain what the fire tunnel is actually?
Fire tunnel is actually where two groups of people stand on each side, and it's such a blessing. And one by one, the congregation comes through, and people may lay hands on them, may prophesy to them, they may speak blessings, they may sing to them, whatever God gives them. And they walk through, and when they get on the other end, prayerfully, they will be completely changed.
Wow.
That they will have an encounter with God.
They'll be set on fire, huh?
Set on fire.
Wow.
Thank you.
So I've heard that that Saturday, you guys will have 2 worship sessions. The flyer says that Miss Ashley Austin will be speaking that morning, and then it's going to close with Mr. John Russell.
Yes, Ashley is actually my sister.
Wow.
Yes, she is.
Anointed family, huh?
Yes. She's going to also be the worship leader. Yes. At 9 o'clock is when Ashley will bring the word, and then right after that would be the impartation. And then we will break off into workshops. We have a prophetic workshop on how to hear the voice of the Lord. And we also have a inner healing workshop, and that's going to be done by Healing Rooms of Mobile. And after that, we're going to have a break. And then it picks back up at 6. And that's where John Russell will bring the word. John Russell Jr. will bring the word.
Wow.
And if you don't know John Russell, he's the really, really tall guy that, has just a magnetic smile, magnetic spirit. He's awesome. And he's going to he's going to finish us out with a powerful word. And I'm anticipating it.
It seems like Sora's doing so much so quickly. I just know that God has to be a part of it. Do you feel like Sora's going to be, is this conference going to be something yearly, or what do you see Sora doing next?
If it was my choice, I would have it yearly, but we have to listen to the Lord.
Amen.
And this is exactly what Soar is about. We don't make a move without the Lord. And if this is just a one-time event, so be it. But our next step will be listening to the Lord, whatever He will have us to do. If He has us to branch out, if He has us to stay locally, we will do that. It all depends on what He wants.
Well, Courtney, it's been awesome to interview
Thank
you. I really
so
enjoyed
much.
Meeting you. Your face is just so lovely and light. So I love your spirit. Thank you for sharing about Sora. You've answered so many of our questions, and we're really excited about it. So we plan to see you there.
Okay, thank you. See you there. Thanks.